Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Kayak Bass Live on a Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Plan was to go live at 7:30, but my computer does not like me anymore. So I guess Kayak Bass Live has to be done on my Mac. I'm just going to have to run with it from here on out. But it is what it is, and I know how it works, and it works well. So we're just going to do Kayak Bass Live from my Mac from now on, and do Fisherman's Warehouse in the house from my laptop. Just roll with it. It is what it is. I'm super excited about tonight. It's been a while. We haven't been on, and I'm in a new house. I got my Kayak Bass Live sign behind me that I made for what is that thing? The If Expo out at Modesto Toyota last year. But anyway, so we are set up. We are ready to roll. I want to remind everybody that March 3rd, I believe it's March 3rd, we have the Motherload Kayak Angler Tournament coming up out of Lake McClure. It is completely full, but Steve is taking signups for a waiting list. So if you do want to get in on that, the cool thing about the Motherload Kayak Angler Tournaments is he has one in McClure, and then the following month we have one at Don Pedro. I don't have the date written down right here, but I imagine it's quite possible Steve will chime in with the date for that, and so keep your eyes peeled, because Steve will post it as a Motherload Kayak Angler. And then the top 20 guys between those two events, so they got in points. I believe he's going to do a countdown: 50 points for first, and then 1 point for guy in last. And the top 20 guys between the two events in points will then get to go fish the Motherload Kayak Angler Championship on Kelsey Bass Ranch. The top 20 guys fishing out there would be really cool. And he's going to take any excess funds that he has from the cap he has from Department of Wildlife, and it will go towards the championship. So the payout of the championship should be pretty big. And every tournament, he's got something great signed up. I partner with him. I'm going to try, keyword try to do the weigh-in live. We're going to try to do it live. And as guys come in and they get their fish checked from the judges, they will come over to us and basically tell us their score, how they did, and how they did it, and how the tournament was. Much like the Wild West is doing, or like the FLW and the Bassmaster, something kind of similar to that. That is the hope that we can get that going with enough internet connection. So those of you who have signed up for the Motherload Kayak Angler, that is something really cool. So if you got sponsors, it'll be the opportunity to thank them and let them know you are participating in the events. After the Motherload Kayak Angler Tournament on March 3rd, the following weekend, we have the Shasta Bass Kayak Classic up at Lake Shasta. I'm still on the fence of whether I'm able to make that or not, but I'm going. I don't think I'm going to. That's quite a bit of money, and I got the national championship coming up after that. So I'm still on the fence. It may happen, but we will see. But I really will miss it if I don't get to go. And good luck to those who do end up going to that. And then 2 weeks after that, we have the national championship up at Kentucky Lake, and I can hear Abel sniffling. But yeah. So with that, those are the announcements we got going on. I'm gonna try to get every kayak KBF trail event winner on to Kayak Bass Live. That is the goal, and all the winners from the local tournaments. If you have a local club that you participate in and you want to get the winner from your most recent tournament out on there, send me the info. Send me a message at West Jones Promotions, and I will make sure that I reach out to the powers that be and try to get the guys. I want all their schedules. I want to try to get all of the tournament schedules across the nation into one place, so that way I can access all that and make sure I get the right guys on from the biggest tournaments. But anyway, so before we bring Abel on, let's give you one little tip from Ken Ma over at Fisherman's Warehouse, who is a sponsor of myself and Kayak Bass Live. So with that, watch this, and we'll be on in a second with Abel. Here we go.
Everybody, Ken Ma, Fisherman's Warehouse. Going to talk about wintertime finesse tactics. Something that I don't love doing, but I know I have to do, especially with the spotted bass fisheries that are coming up on the schedule. Something that we're going to start off with is this is a big bite trick stick, and I'm going to talk about why I like using the trick stick as opposed to other brands. Trapper Trouble 1/0 offset hook, Frenzy wacky saddle, and then a couple of nail weights. So what you do is you're going to take this 1/0 hook, then you're going to thread this wacky saddle on here, and then you're going to take this wacky saddle, and then you're going to wrap it around. You're going to wrap it around this bait, and then what I do is I hook this hook point down, and it's going to go right through. It's going to catch the edge of that, and then I'm just going to turn it. Okay, and you'll see amazingly how well that trapper offset hook, it actually has, because of the box, it will actually hold that worm in place there. It can't flop over and touch the nose of this hook. So you can throw this weightless, but in the winter, I really like to, and this is why people do it. People talk about putting a nail weight or an eco rig on this Senko, on this big bite trick stick. So what I like to do is there's 2 different nail weights, and I'm going to explain the difference between both. This one you're going to push all the way in and there's nothing on the tip. I actually like to use this one that has a ball on the end, and the reason is when I push this in to the end of the trick stick, I'm going to push it in and it's going to stay hanging out of there. And you'll be amazed. You push this in all the way in, and it really makes the bait fall. This makes the bait fall a lot more aggressively because that weight on the outside, it really pulls that bait down. And what this is going to do is it's going to cause this bait to tumble on its way down, and it imitates a dying bait fish. And that's really why putting a nail weight in, whether it's all the way in or getting one with a little ball on the outside, makes the key difference in how fast it falls and how it's tumbling and getting those bites on the initial descent. So that is your wintertime finesse tactic tip.
All right, we are live with Abel, but for whatever reason, his video has frozen, but his audio is still good, and I'm not going to mess with it because odds are it'll come back while I'm not messing with it. So everybody say hi to Abel. Abel, say hi to everybody, and hopefully the video issue will resume and fix itself. I can see that he's live, but on the broadcast, it's not working. I don't know what the deal is. Stupid technology. Oh, there we go. I switched the windows, and look, he's working again. Are you there?
I am here.
He's trying to sit.
I'm here.
He's trying to sit still. I think he's trying to mess with me. So congratulations, Abel. Job well done. You bested us by almost 7 inches. I think it was what 6 and 3/4, something like that, or and a quarter. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. It's he beat us by a whole hell of a lot. That is the Kayak City Fishing logo, Mr. Doug MacArthur. Yeah, I got mine too. I'm representing too. Look at James. I got my Yakabass on. Look at this. Come on now. Where's my love? Yeah. So I don't know. What do we want to talk about? Let's talk prep, man. Did you get any prep? Did you do anything you've done maybe in the past? If you didn't get prep, what kind of determined what made you do what you did?
No, I actually didn't get a prep at all for this tournament. I didn't pre-fish, and I actually tried to stay off the internet to, try to get. I didn't try to get anything off the internet as far as what was going on. I just tried to. If I wasn't going to pre-fish, I was going to go in blind. I thought that was the best way to do it, just so I didn't follow any false trails,
Yeah.
So
you try to stay away from the dock talk.
Yeah, exactly.
No dock talk.
Mm-hmm. So no, the only prep I did was drink some beer with the guys at the campsite.
Yeah, and listen to them talk, but you just ignore what they said, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So I believe you went upriver. Is that correct?
I did. Yeah.
Did you go way upriver, like past the bridge and everything, or did you just you stayed pretty close to the mouth?
Yeah, no, I only went, I think from the South Shore ramp, it was probably 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Oh, so you went just barely in, by China Goldston.
Yeah, it was maybe the second or third cove.
Okay, right on. And you just stuck in that same area, or did you cover a lot of water?
I didn't. I actually, so I stuck in that area. I was only... When I launched, I met up with Cody in that cove around, I don't know, maybe 6:40, and we hung around there until lines in, and we fished a little area for a little bit. Cody took off, and I fished the rest of the day in that area, except for maybe like the last hour or two. I met up with Cody upriver a little bit and caught like one more fish, but Back Hope did the whole tournament for me pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why didn't Cody stick it out?
He had no idea. It looked good. I mean, when we showed up, we were marking fish and we're fish on the bottom. There was some good structure. I mean, it looked pretty good when we were there. Mm-hmm. He fished it maybe for 10 or 15 minutes and then he took off. And I hung around, and maybe 10 minutes after he left, I caught my first fish. And after I caught my first fish, obviously I kept fishing that area, and all 5 fish came within like maybe an hour after lines in.
He's so pissed, huh?
Yeah, he wasn't too happy about that.
Damn.
Not to mention it was his plan too to go up there.
Okay, so you're throwing a shaky head, correct?
Yes.
You're right. Okay, were you throwing it on your special Kayak bait, or were you throwing just your like a Jackal flick shake or something?
No, it was actually another bait. So this is another secret bait, I guess.
Is it green pumpkin?
It wasn't.
It wasn't green pumpkin?
No, it was close, but it was not.
Man, I know you like that green pumpkin though.
Yeah, no, this rig actually has worked pretty good. It worked good last year during February, which is a whole different February than it is now. But it worked really good last year on a shaky head out there, and I thought I'd give it a try just to see if it was still working. Sure enough.
Okay, so if I went to Tackle Warehouse, could I find that bait?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if you seen the bait, you'd be like, what in the hell's going on?
Really? It's one of
bait that's very attractive.
It's weird, huh?
It's not weird, it's just plain, really plain.
Okay, so is it 8 inches long? Is it 4 inches long?
It was a 6-inch worm, straight tail.
6-inch worm? Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Were you throwing like let me see if I can figure it out. If I guess it, will you tell me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You won't guess it though. There's no way.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You sure? Do we sell it at Fisherman's Warehouse?
No. Not that I know of, no.
All right. So everybody scour Tackle Warehouse right now and try to figure out what 6-inch bait he's throwing. I mean, it's not a creature bait. It's like it would be considered a straight tail worm. It's a straight tail worm, but it's different.
Yeah.
So it's got like nubs or something on the end.
No, it doesn't look different. It's just not your traditional finesse worm, I guess. Yeah, if you've seen it, you'd be like, yeah, that's just weird. It just doesn't look fancy at all. Nothing like you. I guess you would say your traditional straight tail. Okay.
Huh. I have a pic of it. DM me for the info. All right, Shane. Post it on the NC chat, bro. Post it on the NC chat.
Hey, be careful with Shane. It's probably not the worm
it's probably going to be like something you would get in trouble at work for seeing, huh?
Exactly, yeah. Different kind of worm.
Yeah. Shane said he's going to bring his troll on tonight, so let's see what he can come up with. What's up, Matthew Bray and Tattoo Mike? We got Dustin Luttrell and James Snyder and Adam Baumbach, Joshua Evans, John Skaggs, Ernie Williams, and 20 other people are watching with me. All right, TOC at KBR 512. So that is Mother's Day weekend, but it is the Saturday beforehand. So if you qualify, bring mom with you. Who the hell wants to see Wes nude? Not me. I don't even want to see myself nude. Come on, like and share. Yeah, guys, make sure you participate. I can give away a Fisherman's Warehouse gift card, but I don't have to give it away after the fact. I'll figure out something. Maybe somebody makes me laugh. But it's gotta be PG-13. Come on, all right. We could toe the line, but I don't want to be too crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Abel have a Mac. That's why. Abel have a Mac. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's making fun of my computer. Nice Abel, nice shirt, Abel. Twins, yeah, twinsies. I haven't worn my hoodie. He's just wearing a t-shirt. He's not that cool. Yours doesn't have the rocker and everything on it, does it?
That's the same as that. Yeah.
It is? Okay, I wasn't sure. I have to get the shirt now. Excuse me. He went to my spot, Jose Soto. I know the spot they're talking about because we all discussed it, and I was like, I just didn't have any luck on the river, so I was like, forget that. I'm not I'm not going to make the hour-long pedal to go up the river because I was planning on launching a soft shore. I was going to make the hour-long pedal up the river to do as well as I did pre-fishing and I wasn't graphing any fish, so forget this. So that's where I went to the areas that I did, which I knew I could get to and travel between multiple spots that I had found relatively easy. That's why I could jump. I wanted to spot jump and I could do it quickly. Trying to be as efficient as I could. But you grounded out in the same little area, so power to you. How was the wind? Did the wind affect you at all?
No, actually that area was pretty protected. So yeah, actually the wind kicked up maybe in the afternoon a little bit, but it was minor.
Really? But I mean, did you have at least enough wind to break the surface tension?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so, it was blowing me around a little bit. And actually, once the wind picked up, the bite died down.
Really? Wow. Yeah, and most everybody else I talked to, they said that the bite died when the wind died. Like, at least especially for me, because I was fishing so slow. If the wind wasn't blowing me, I wasn't getting bit. That's how fast
really?
That's how fast I was fishing. I was fishing slow. If I tried to impart any action on the worm or the brush hog, I was doing a brush hog. If I had tried to impart any action on the brush hog, I couldn't get bit. That was the way it was. So it's kind of interesting to hear that. Were you shaking it vigorously, or just kind of just like a real subtle shake?
Yeah, I think all the fish came on just like a really constant shake, real fast shake. In the same spot, not moving the bait at all. Just shaking.
So how much action in the tip are you putting? Like 6 inches, or you like doing like a fucking,
maybe let's say an inch of movement.
Okay, right on. Adam, you don't know what bait. Don't lie. Brittany, hey, I know you're there. The bait's there. You can come in through that door behind Abel, and you can show us on camera. We'd be very appreciative. Where were the fish? Oh, okay, that's a great question. Shane asked. So where were the fish caught? 6, 7 feet, 10 feet? 20
no,
feet?
So that's a little joke of ours, but yeah. Anyways, that's probably a serious question behind that. No, the depth was about the area that I was fishing was anywhere from 30 to around 50 feet.
Really?
55 feet.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Was it pretty steep?
But all the fish came in around 40.
Was it pretty steep, or is it pretty tapered?
I was tapered. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 inch tip action for those taking notes. Okay, great.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if you're watching and you want to tell us how you were catching your fish, or help clue other guys in. You don't have to give the complete details, but I'll let everybody else know. I was fishing relatively shallow. I was fishing like basically a transition area to where the fish would come up to either feed and or spawn. I knew one was man-made structure, the other was just a ledge, and just dragging my brush hog in like 20 feet of water or so, sometimes 25, but not much deeper. I think my only spot I caught all day was on a drop shot, and that might have been closer to 30 to 35 feet, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I believe that spot might have actually got cold, so whatever. Did you watch Greg's video today?
No, I didn't.
Oh, he posted like his trip up there, and then the pre-fish on Friday, and I'm very, very excited to see his Saturday video.
Yeah.
For those who were there, you're gonna know what we're talking about. But if you weren't there, we're not gonna clue you in. You have to.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You had to be there.
I seen this.
I'm not throwing you under the bus, Greg. We love you, Greg. But it's somewhat humorous, man. Somewhat humorous. Anyways, yeah. Aaron says, "Show us the bait," but he got the name, but he named it wrong.
Jeez.
Let's see. It's all in the hips and wrist. Oh, like that one video, that guy whipping the spinning rod around and getting ready to cast it out.
That was me, actually.
Huh?
I don't know.
Is that how you did it?
Yeah.
Wind up your shaky head and just go. Anyways, Wes, you had a great finish too. What did you do? Low and slow, a Carolina rig brush hog, man. That's it. I went old school. I was talking with who I was talking with. I was talking with Steve Nylander, my little kayak angler, and he asked me what I was throwing. I was throwing 15. So I normally throw everything on braid to a leader, and that's pretty much the same thing. I threw 50-pound braid to a 15-pound leader, and then to my swivel, and then to more 15-pound leader to my brush hog. So if our thought is that if I maybe went down to maybe 12 or maybe 10 pound, I might have got a lot more bites. And it could have very well made a difference. Maybe, but maybe not. I mean, I really don't know. And I was throwing it on with a Trapper 4-aught extra heavy. I learned a little secret that I actually probably should share with everybody. I learned it from Hunter Schlander. I believe that's how you say his last name. He's the pro staff guy who won the FLW Costa Tilda tournament on the with the Trapper Treble and I think it's the Lucky Craft square bill. But anyway, so he did a video on using the soft plastics with the Trapper box, and I personally had problems with the plastic not wanting to get out of the box in order to penetrate the fish. So he did a video where he took a knife and he slit the underside of the soft plastic, the length of the box, so that way the box will push up. Much like how a Fluke's got the split on the underside, so you put your hook through. So very similar. So you just take, you go like about a quarter inch or so down. That way you can get enough bite through the worm so we can still stick the fish, and it helped. I had a lot of issues with the Trapper hook. That was one of them because soft plastics wouldn't get out of the way. And now I don't have that problem anymore, and I'm gonna stick with Trapper because I've now learned that secret. I have a lot of confidence in that box. But up until recently, I was kind of skeptical. But now once I learned that trick, you just take a knife and you cut that. Now the plastic gets out of the way. They saved me. They saved me. Otherwise, I was about ready to jump ship. That's how it's. But one little simple thing, just a little knife cut, slit right down the brush hog, and now my hook goes right through, and they stick. I only had one fish that came off, and I'm not sure what happened. I think the fish had it down in his crushers because I had caught multiple fish on that same exact brush hog before. So I know it's not the hook not getting penetrated. It's just I think the fish had it down in his crushers. And I set and started winching and never actually got a hook in her. So, but only one fish. I had like 3 or 4 bites that I missed. They were short strikes. You could just kind of tell the way they were eating it. But other than that, a lot of fun. I enjoyed the tournament. I knew I wasn't necessarily on the winning fish, but I knew I was on the placing quality fish, with maybe the possibility of in an area where I knew there's bigger fish possibly there. But it didn't happen. But I'm happy with my performance, man. I'm happy for you, Abel. You did us proud. You and your crew. Those of us who are in the crew, you know who we are. But
no, it was good. It was good.
Let's see. Now that I've kind of rambled, because I have a tendency to do that. Let's see. Justin Sr. joined. What's up, Justin? Long time no see. Wesley said he was fishing 20 to 60 feet on the drop shot roboworm. What color were you throwing, Wesley? Were you throwing Margarita Mutilator? Oh, so I will say this. You didn't really do much pre-fishing, but I did. I did quite a bit. And the fishing that I was doing and what I was experiencing, when I was using dark colors, I couldn't get bit. I tried to throw shad patterns, and the shad patterns would work, but if it had too much flash, they couldn't get bit. I had to be subtle. I don't know what the color you're throwing, but any too much like a sparkling flake in there, it just wouldn't get bit. So I was like, okay, green pumpkin was out, and I was like, okay, well I'm gonna try throwing watermelon. I threw regular watermelon. It was translucent. You could see through it with this black flake, no red flake. This watermelon, basically watermelon seed, and it got bit, and it got bit really well, and that's how I cued in on that. I knew that if I what happened? I think I just accidentally closed my my browser on accident. Anyways, let's see.
Yeah, I didn't put on anything too flashy either, because once that got bit, then I just do that all day. So I honestly don't know.
Is that all you got bit on? Was that shaky head worm?
Yeah, well, I caught a couple on a drop shot too. Just when the bite got slow, I do the drop shot for a little bit, but I got 2 small fish on it, and that was it. But that was it. Just drop shot and shaky head. I mean, was getting bit so good I didn't have a reason to put it down,
Right. That makes sense. But those other fish you caught on the drop shot, were they of quality, or were they just like?
Yeah, they were smaller. Once I started catching smaller fish, I was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. And actually, it was funny. The drop shot fish, I think I got 2 or 3, and they were all largies. So all the fish that I caught the winning bag on, I believe they were all spots. At least the bigger fish were. Might have been one lucky.
Yeah, because they're all stud spots, man. You got.
Yeah. The first one was a 19-inch. It was a spot. The next 2 were 18 inches, and those were spots too. I caught 2 15s, and I think those were largies. And then the last one was a 17, and that was a spot.
That's funny. Adam says, anybody got some goats for sale? You got some goats for sale in here? So, I don't know who started this. I don't know who did this, but... Huh?
I think I might know a guy.
You might know a guy? So, is it who we think it is?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so anyways, it's kind of a funny joke. Somebody took Cody Chavaria's phone number and put it on Craigslist with an ad for goats for sale. So, like, yesterday evening, he started getting messages about people wanting to buy goats. And if you know Cody, he went along with it. He didn't know any better. But he posted some of the screenshots. There's some pretty epic little comments. But anyway, so...
the troll got trolled today.
Yeah, he did. He got trolled. Blair says, all my fish came in 25 to 30 feet of water on a 3/8 ball head jig with Kayak 2.8 dragging on the bottom. Worked the same school pretty much all day in the houseboats. Really? Was that you? I saw somebody over there by the houseboat, so I didn't say anything. But I couldn't get bit on a jig. I don't know what the deal was. I couldn't get bit on a jig. And usually I can get bit on a jig. And this is one of my go-tos, but it didn't happen. Threw the Carolina rig and it got bit. So I was like, all right, let's stick with it. And I did throw, I think I threw an S-waver for a little bit just for kicks and giggles. But, I did catch, the best fish I caught while pre-fishing was like 4 pounds, 3.5, 4 pounds. And I believe it's my profile picture on my promotions page. Anyway, so yeah, I caught that on a crankbait up shallow. When we had that week straight of sun, I threw it up shallow and I stuck her up shallow. And I was like, all right, cool, it's gonna be great. We'll catch some reaction bait fish. And then the weather kind of, our hot afternoons kind of died, and our cold evenings kind of kicked in, and that just pretty much killed the bite, making the fish a lot more skittish. So that was me. It didn't pan out. I didn't win. Abel won. Congratulations. I had the video of him walking up to receive the award for first place, and for whatever reason, I don't know what happened. I couldn't get it to load on here, so we didn't get to play that. We were gonna play it before brought him on, but it's all good. Yeah. That's all right. I don't think Abel's head needs to get any bigger. It's already pretty big right now, He's thinking he's the GOAT. He's gonna roll right on through Shasta and through the NC, and he's gonna be the winner, and he's gonna walk away with $100,000, and pay for that ranch he just bought. Straight up
in the bag.
It's in the bag. He's gonna go throw a shaky head out at a Kentucky lake and catch him some spots that aren't in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. John Skaggs says 7-pound Sunline FC. I wish we carried Sunline at Fisherman's Warehouse, but we don't. We have people ask about it all the time. Adam hit my boy Cody up. He has some banging deals if sight is not a big deal. Two of the goats are blind, bro. Two of the goats are blind.
Oh my god.
Let's see. He the goat. Let's see. Wes, you bring my. I think it's bring my trapper troubles to the ship or nah. I can. I gotta make a run over to Vince's house and go snag a bunch of troubles from him to take out the NC. That's for sure. Let's see. John Skaggs, Robo, Margarita Mutilator, 6-inch skinny, or Rogue Bait 6-inch skinny in Blue Craw drop shot. Right on. Josh says, why so silent, Abel? It's because Wes is rambling, that's why. He's just taking it all. He worked all day, guys. What, you been up since like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so he's pretty toast, so we're lucky we even got him on. Kenji's on. What's up, Kenji?
What's up, Kenji?
We got to get Kenji out to one of our bass tournaments, man. I don't know what he's like. I know he's a striper machine, but he fished for bass too. He can hang.
He's been out with us a couple times, I think.
Yeah,
He actually caught probably the biggest fish at one of our tourneys. It was a 10, like a 9 something.
We saw you, Brittany. We saw you. Let's see. I got my only fish on peanut butter and jelly Ned rig while eating a bear claw. Next tournament, I'll have more bear claws with me. That's a good strategy, Bobby. It's a good strategy, bro. I meant to bring a peanut butter jelly brush hog, but I took it out of my bag. I was going to switch midday. It's like, oh, maybe I'll try. My bite kind of died. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try the peanut butter and jelly. And I couldn't find it. I was like, crap. That sucks. Anyways, Abel, what pound test were you using for that shaky head?
Surprisingly, I pretty much on all my finesse stuff use 12-pound fluoro. Just because that's what I use on the Delta, and I just use that everywhere.
What?
I swear to you.
Dude,
I'm not a big subscriber to the whole pound test is what really matters, you know? I mean,
really?
fluorocarbon is clear enough to where I think it just really doesn't affect the bite too much.
Bro, it worked. You won with 12-pound test. I mean, if now water's gin-ass clear, so...
Yeah, it was clear where I was at, too. So, yeah, I don't think it really matters too much. So I wouldn't really put too much thought into that part.
You don't ever do the braid to fluoro leader, huh?
That was braid to fluoro, yeah.
Okay, so your leader was 12. How much leader do you use?
It's the length of the rod, so 6 feet.
That's it? Dang, son. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm
not worthy, bro. I'm not worthy. 12-pound test with only 6 feet a leader. That's crazy. How many times do you have to retie during the day, or you didn't at all?
I just broke one. I broke one shaky head off and I retied once. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think. I mean, I always fish that setup. I fished it for like I think 6-7 years, and it's never seemed like an issue, honestly.
Wow, dude, I'm totally surprised.
Yeah, and like I said, I use it because the Delta. Actually, the Delta sleeves.
Yeah. See, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense there. You know, I wouldn't really go much lighter than 8-pound on the Delta. That's me personally, but wow, dude.
And actually, the reason I sized
6 feet, it's only 6 feet of leader, and it's 12-pound, and you're catching those big of fish. That's pretty crazy. I mean, I know you're fishing on a lot of structure. Were you fishing on a lot of structure, or was it pretty much just depth contours?
No, it was just depth contours. There's a little bit of rock and mostly mud, but yeah, there was no brush or anything.
Really? Wow. Mm-hmm. Damn, dude, my mind is blown right now. You have no idea.
Yeah, the reason I sized up was because I was using the 8 for a long time, and I used the 6 too, and I was just breaking off way too easy. Just way too easy. Not only on fish,
you horse them. Stop horsing them.
No, it was just like it seemed the fluoro just seemed too fragile for some reason.
What do you not know? Is it maybe brand possibly?
I think I tried the first one I tried was I think it was the Seagar, the red label. That's the first one I tried.
Oh, Braze X?
Yeah, the Braze X.
Uh-huh.
That was the first one I tried, and then I moved up to the Tactical, and I've only used the 12 for the Tactical, but the Braze X was breaking off with the 8-pound way too easy. And,
what?
I decided to go with the 12 and try that, and actually, you know what? I actually went up to 15 first. Because I was fishing Delta a lot. I was like, you know what? That's what I have. I'll just go to 15, and it worked. I mean, it always worked for me. I didn't have a problem with it, so... Once I started fishing in lakes a little bit more, I sized down to a 12 just to get as low as possible. And that's what I've been sticking with. It's been working great. Yeah.
Totally, dude. Yeah. Totally blown. Let's see. Same spot for me. Fish were thick all day. 20 to 30 feet. Caught 12 fish on the drop shot, says Travis Lear. Oh, my dad says to speak up. He can't hear you. Yell. Yell. Yell.
More.
Let's see. Facebook user says congrats, Abel. So I don't know who that is.
Oh no.
I don't know. Either they're blocked or I have them blocked or they have. I don't know. Their name's private.
I know who that is. I'll fill you in later.
Oh. Anyways, Dustin Luttrell says you are blowing Wes's mind. He was, dude. Was. Dustin Luttrell, you call it. Brian, what's up, Brian Lambert? Tattoo Mike joined again. So yeah, if you guys have questions, let them roll, man. We're here to talk. We don't want to keep Abel up all night because he's got school tomorrow and he's got to go to school and Mom says he's got to be in bed. And Brittany's gonna rock him to sleep, sing him a lullaby. It's pretty funny. So we all stayed in the campsite. So, and I think Cody was staying in a tent outside, and Abel was sleeping in his trailer tent, and I'd hear Abel snore, and then hear Cody answer, and then Abel snore, and then Cody answer. It's pretty funny. I know I was snoring because I woke up and my throat was sore, so I know I was snoring too. So I couldn't hear myself snoring, but I imagine I was part of the conversation. I might have had the loudest snore of everybody. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I mean the fishing was fun, but I think hanging out was even funner. We had a lot of stuff going on that weekend.
Yeah, actually, Abel doesn't smoke, man. He doesn't smoke.
No, I'm a little bit sick, so I sound a little raspy. That's probably it.
Yeah, Abel doesn't smoke at all. What's your thoughts on fishing with worms? Says Shane Williams.
They make medicine for that, so I'd get that checked out if we go fishing.
Yeah, fishing with worms. Yeah, you might want to go see your veterinarian.
Yeah, go see the vet.
No, actually, Brittany, he likes soft kitty, warm kitty. That's his favorite one. Did you cull any fish or catch just that 5?
Oh, okay, yeah. So the first 5 fish that came within an hour got me to like 85 inches. So those were the first 5. And the bite slowed down after that. I caught some small fish on the drop shot, and that was it for the rest of the day, except for around like noon, I think, when I met up with Cody upriver a little bit. Fished some spots with him, and I caught a 17-inch, which cooled up a 15, and that's what got me to the 37. So I cooled up 1 fish. I probably caught 10 that day, 6 of which were keepers.
Adam made a good comment, but I'm not going to read that on the air.
Uh-oh.
Let's just leave it at that. What's up, Punch? Thanks for joining, man. Let's see. But yeah, man, we had a good time. If you want to do Abel a favor, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button. Like Kayak Bass Live, if you would, that'd be great. Hit the like button, comment, participate, ask questions, and share it, please. Share it once. Don't share it a bunch of times, but only share it once. Any more than one share, your Facebook posts basically conflict each other, so just share it once. It'd be great. That would help us all out. We'd appreciate it all. That's how we grow. That's how we get more people on, reach the industry. Let everybody know that Kayak Bass Live is here for reals. For reals. What else? What are you looking forward to this year, man? What event of all the events do you look forward to? Maybe with NC as an exception. Not an NC. Maybe just our California schedule.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say the NC. But other than that, honestly, probably Clear Lake and all the KBF events. So Clear Lake and the Delta. And then Shasta in that order. I think those are going to be the 3, probably the 3 best events that we do this year.
All right. So if of all the events that are next in line, which one you feel you have the best chance of winning?
Since I won it's hit and miss on Delta, so I'm not very. I guess I'm kind of consistent on Delta, but the Delta one, I think I could play at that one. Shasta, I did pretty good last year. I think I got 7th last year.
on the spot that maybe I told everybody about, or that area. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it.
I did all the homework. I'd tell all my buddies, and then I'm the idiot who bails on the area, and then all my buddies stay in the area I found, and they all do well. And congratulations to Junior, because Junior's going. Junior's now going to Hobie Worlds now, because Naoki, his wife. So Sal won. I believe Sal. It's Sal, right? Sal won.
Yes.
And then, but because he started a new business, he took the kayak. He was able to take Hobie Worlds or take a kayak. So he started a new business. He's like, I can't go to Worlds, so I'm going to take the kayak. So Naoki got the trip to Worlds. Well, Naoki's wife gets pregnant, and she's due in May when they're going to Worlds, so now he can't go. So it trickled down to third place, which is Justin Jr., our homeboy, and he's now going to Hobie Worlds and representing all the guys at Shasta Bass Kayak Classic, which we were super stoked on. Poor Naoki doesn't get anything. I think Justin may have cut a small check, but in addition to that, I don't know. So Naoki didn't get anything, and it kind of sucks. But yeah,
it is what it is, though.
Life happens.
Yeah, that is cool though. Justin, I fished next to Justin all day that day, and he fished his butt off for sure, man. Yeah. He was kicking butt out there. Everybody was really, but he was getting one. Yeah,
I saw a post earlier. Somebody says I'm fishing the Ned rig all day.
Right.
It's like, go for it, man. The Ned rig's legit. I personally kind of feel like everybody and their mom's thrown it, so I think that's another reason why. But played into my decision to throw a brush hog out of Comanche instead of the drop shot, which everybody throws, and the Ned rig, what everybody's been throwing, and then the A rig. Everybody throws the A rig too. So I feel like those are getting beat. Those are getting like the fish are seeing them. So I was like, when's the last time those fish saw a Carolina rig brush hog? It's low and slow, and that's throw jigs too. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back old school, something I'm comfortable doing. I do it a lot when I'm night fishing, especially throwing a Carolina rig brush hog. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and I fished it, and it paid off. It paid off for me, and that's probably maybe another reason why you did well with the shaky head, because this fish probably haven't seen a shaky head in a really long time. That's your go-to though, is a shaky head, isn't it?
Yeah, for spotted bass, yeah, the shaky head. It's either the shaky head or the drop shot. I honestly don't even touch the Ned. Just because the shaky head and drop shot just have done so well for me in the past. But yeah, those two baits are just, I think, my bread and butter for the spotted bass.
Yeah, you've thrown a shaky head a lot on the Delta though too, haven't you?
No, on Delta for finesse, I just throw a drop shot. Drop shot's what I go to.
Boring. Boring.
Yeah, it is boring. It's boring, but it gets the job done most of the time.
All right, so oh man, my computer keeps flipping on me. Let's see. Joshua Evans says, "What's your plan to win the NC?" We've got 3 days to plan, bro. We've got 3 days of driving to figure out what we're doing. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to be spending most of our time doing along the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I'm probably going to win it on the depths 250. So
I'm going to be right behind you, throwing the 175.
Yeah, you're following me up. No, honestly, I'm going to probably go into it almost the same way I went into Comanche and just not even think about it until I get there, you know. The pre-fishing, I think, is probably going to dictate how it's going to go down. So, not too many thoughts going on about that yet.
Yeah, I haven't really done any game planning because it's just so much, and I've got so much time on the way. I mean, I think I'm probably more or less going to kind of figure. I don't really know what to expect. So for me to do a bunch of research and everything ahead of time, and then get out there, and then maybe have the water be super dirty, or maybe way clearer than it should be, or 10 feet high or 10 feet low, I really don't know what to expect. So I'm just kind of monitoring the conditions of the lake passively, and then when I get there, you know, then I'll kind of help determine what I'm going to do. That's kind of how I'm going to roll. Anything other than that, I don't want to overwhelm myself with too much information, and then have it just kind of the wheels fall off. You know, I feel like if I was to do study, I feel like I would overstudy, and then I would just basically feel myself. I'd rather kind of play to my strengths. I think I'm better off to do that, and that's what I've heard from a lot of guys. He said you pretty much be able to do damn near anything you want to do, fish any way you want. So it's kind of how I'm going to try to roll with it. I'm going to try to do my best to, play to my strengths, do what I feel comfortable doing. Doug MacArthur. Go ahead, what?
I'll say that's probably the best way to go.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
gonna get there. You're gonna study an island. You're gonna study a hump or something, or stuff that's probably gonna be out of water when you get there. So that's probably not the best idea.
yeah, either out of water or like 10 feet deeper or something goofy. Who knows?
Just never know.
Doug MacArthur asks, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Na, 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 na. Doug asked, how's the new page going? If you don't know, I started a new Facebook page called Wes Jones Promotions with the idea that more companies are wanting to see that kind of thing going anyways. So Wes Jones Promotions. If you got time, go over there, give it a like. I'd appreciate that. And it is doing pretty well. I think I'm close to 150 likes so far. I just created it last night. So all is going well. I got here late. What was the winning bait from this weekend? Brian, he didn't tell us. Shaky head. That's all we know. He won't tell us. He says it's on Tackle Warehouse. He said it's at 6 inches long. It's different. It's not what you typically would think on a shaky head. But it's basically a straight tail worm, but different. So if you go to Tackle Warehouse and you find a 6-inch worm, it's probably it. We told us the color.
Yeah, it's close to green pumpkin. I don't even know the exact name of the color.
So it's close to green pumpkin.
It's like a brown. It's a brownish color. Put some flake in it.
All right. Facts on facts. Ship house going to be live. It's quite possible. Yes. Only one stipulation. If more than a half the guys are not sober, we are not going live. Because I'm not going to do that. I guess I'll have.
Imagine that's not going to go well.
No, yeah. I'm more than willing to do it, but if we're going to do it, we got to be somewhat serious about it because, this is it's maybe fun, but it's not a joke. You know what I mean? So, anyways, move on. It's quite possible we'll go live. Yes. If not, we definitely could go live from the check-in, possibly the check-in at Paris Landing at the fairgrounds, and then possibly Saturday afternoon after everybody's come in and talk about how they did. If anybody's interested in that, I don't know if Chad's going to be cool with me doing that, but I don't imagine he'd have a problem with it.
That one little live event could ruin your whole career. It's not risky.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yes, very much so. Let's see. Maybe you can get bigger TV with that money, Abel. Bigger TV. You're talking about the TV behind you. That TV's not his.
Yeah, and it's my spare. I got a 89-inch in the back too, so we're fine. Don't worry about me.
you see that post? I think I've seen it more than once. But this guy, it's like a picture of a bass boat, and it says tax returns have come in, and he's got a 50-inch TV screen for a fish finder on this dash and on his front of the bow. And I was like, yeah. Anyways, Joshua Evans says I'm always sober. Yeah.
Right.
A time lapse of the entire road trip, bro. That would actually be pretty damn cool.
Well, what we've been talking about doing is everybody's going to have the GoPro on during the whole, not only the trip, but probably the event and the house, just shenanigans, So it'll probably be not only a time lapse, but just a cut through of different guys' perspective on the tournament. And I think the Yak Addicts guys are going to put that together.
So that's a lot of footage to roll through, man.
It is.
That's gonna be a lot of footage.
It's worth it though. It's an event, big event.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Bring lots of GoPro batteries, lots of chargers. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good time. Good time had by all. More questions. We got about 4 minutes, and we're going to cut Abel loose and call it a night. Let's see. Joshua Evans says, Abel typing and talking at the same time. Goat. That is Abel's new favorite saying. If you aren't aware, everything is goat, man. Everything. What kind of goat do you like? Do you like pygmies?
The blind kind.
The blind kind of goat. Yeah, they can't see you coming, right? So do you wear hip waders or do you just wear the regular rubber boots that go down there at the bottom when you chase your goats?
Oh, that's a secret too. That's a secret.
Let's see. La, 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 la. We are professionals like the ship House of Voltron. Let's see. There will be times where no cameras are allowed. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's true.
That'll probably be Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to draw the short straw? It has to start the driving home hungover on Sunday morning. That's the question, dude. Because
that's horrible. The drive back's gonna be just shit,
dude. Because and I don't think I wouldn't guess that I wouldn't guess that Adam or Cody are gonna drive home Sunday morning. It's probably between you and I.
No, probably not.
You want a Rochambeau right now for it?
I mean, I can do it, but I don't want to. I might just get drunk just so you could do it. Hey, if we win though, we can just fly back.
Yeah, dude. We'll cargo ship the whole car.
Exactly.
I don't think Holly will like that, but it'd be fun. What boat does Abel fish out of? Great question, Brian Lambert.
Oh yeah, so that's fucked. We missed the whole sponsor type deal. What's the part? So I fished out of a native kayak, a native Slayer Propel 13. The lime green one that you guys probably see around. The only lime green one in our area, I think.
Is it only one? Is it only one at all, or is it like it was like a limited edition thing?
I think they produced it in the beginning, like when the Slayer Propels first came out. It might have been like a 1 year thing. It's what I've seen. I think the 15s or the 14s or something like that were the Propels in lime green. So I fished out of that, and I got that from Headwaters Kayak. So that's the only team I'm with right now, the only pro staff, I guess, deal I have. But yeah, Dan at Headwaters, I think everybody that's in the area knows about Headwaters, and that's who I do business with most of the time.
Yeah, Dan is pretty goat.
He is goat. He is the goat of the area, pretty much.
Mike Ayers says, Mike, where'd it go? Yeah, Mike Ayers says goats that don't tell stories are the best.
Oh yeah.
Nathan Woods is great show. See you in Paris. Thanks, Nathan. We appreciate that, man.
Sure.
Shane Williams, Sunday morning, we won't be done with awards till mid-afternoon. Okay, so then we'll be hungover. Hopefully it gets gone by mid-afternoon.
Right, yeah.
Awards at 10 Sunday, yeah. All right, man. It is 8 p.m. We have pretty much filled our allotted time. Thank you, Abel, for coming on. How do people get a hold of you? How do they follow Mr. Abel Patino and all of his adventures?
So on Facebook, obviously, it's just Abel Patino. Instagram, same thing, Abel Patino, AbelPatino. That's really the only thing I have on social media, but that's all you really need. That's the only place I really post. So that's it. No YouTube or nothing.
No YouTube or nothing. Time to step up the game, homeboy.
I know. Then people look at my secrets, and then I don't know. It's a slippery slope.
Okay, there are editing tricks. It's called put the camera low, aim it high. That one doesn't show the background, so they don't know where you are. Got to follow Don Mormon, the Don Father, the swimbait guy. Got to follow his tricks. Then you get a photo editing software where you can blur the background. And I've been doing that as of lately because it is kind of a pain to always have to make sure your camera, you're facing out towards open water so nobody knows exactly where you are and all that good stuff. Tricks, man. Right. You got to do it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in. If you have one last question or anything, let it go. Otherwise, we are cutting Abel loose so he can go to bed and have Brady sing him soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
Yeah.
Look, he's like already dreaming about it. He's all, oh. You already eat dinner already?
Not yet. No.
Not yet? Oh, man. So he's got to eat too. All right. No questions. Oh, here we go. Social media game, 2 out of 10. Oh, Shane just totally said he Burn.
He's been sour since he got banned from what is it? Kayak bass fishing members only or something. So don't mind him. Don't mind Shane.
Yeah, don't mind him. It's all right. Need to work on that salute, Wes. Don't trip. I'll square you away at the ship. All right, man. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you maybe, let's see, we got probably 2 weeks from now. Maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks from now. Maybe we'll get next week and talk to Steve about Moto kayaking, or maybe we'll have to come on and talk about that next week, possibly. If not, we'll see you 2 weeks after the Moto kayaking tournament on McClure and get the winner of that event on here as well. All right, everybody, have a good week, and thank you, Abel, for coming on, and thank you for tuning in. Everybody, peace out. Love, peace, chicken grease.